Zero. Hello. M&K, how you doing, buddy? Looks like you're the first one, the only one in here. After 5, how you doing? M&K, it's still going good. Been a long day. Been a long day. Then we got a little bit of rain right afterwards. Right as soon as I got home, you know how it is. As soon as you want to go do something, it starts to rain outside. Say, Tom, how you doing? You fishing smallmouth in the rain? I haven't been smallmouth fishing in a long time. Um, last time I went, gosh, I bet it was 2009 or 10. And we were in Virginia in the Rappahook River. And I had a few days, I was doing some training up there. And I had a few days, and I went to the local Walmart and bought a small rod and reel and some worms, plastic worms, and went down there and caught. They were small. I mean, they were maybe 3/4 pound to a pound, but it was fun. I'm trying to get a few people in here before I start. It monsooned here in Jersey today. Yes, sir. Oh, large lip. You know, we had this discussion the other day, and hey, sis, how you doing? what we call things. Wood duck, we call them summer ducks. What y'all call perch, we call red fin trout. Largemouth hasn't been said in a long time. It's usually most of the older guys, but we used to call them green trout. Called largemouth bass, green trout. Turkeys with poults yet? Yeah, I think I put a video out on that, or maybe it was on. Oh, I put it on my Facebook page. The video was real bad, but we were headed to the lake to do some videoing of the giant Sylvania that we're trying to kill down there, and I ran up on I don't know, 5 or 6 hens, and there must have been 15, 20 poults with them. And the film was real bad, so I didn't put it on YouTube. I put it on I think my Daddy Duck Facebook page. Everyone I'll watch and comment after this. Kay, did I miss something? All right. So everybody doing good? Surviving this heat? Oh, you picked up after. Okay, I got you. I'm with you now. Hey, I'm old. I'm slow. If anybody would like to be a mod, let me know. I got to try to figure this out. CP Grand Outdoors. How you doing, Bubba? Okay, CP, you might have to walk me through this. I got 3 dots. See, I'm on StreamYard, and when I hit the 3 dots on your name, it says put user in timeout or block user. Of course, I don't want to do that. So what do I need to do here? I don't know about StreamYard. StreamYard is different. Yeah, I tried to go YouTube live on the YouTube channel, and it won't let me for whatever reason. I can't click and hold your name. I did, buddy. Let's see. I'm holding it. That's what it does. Unpaved Explorer, how you doing, buddy? I don't know how to work this thing. You might go on the YouTube side or go to your stream on YouTube. All right. All right, give me a minute. I got to switch little tabs here. Well, that's not cool. Y'all just give me a few minutes. I got a slow computer. So I'm not looking at the chat, guys. So I'm trying to work on getting the live streaming to work on YouTube. CP Grand, did that work? Cool. Okay. All right. All righty. So CP Grand, you are a moderator, right? I mean, you got the little, it worked, right? It did. All right. Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? It worked. Okay. Crystal clear. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start. I got a few announcements that I want to make before we get into the giveaway. All right. So the first announcement is kind of personal. My grandson, little Matt, is 9 months old today, which y'all should see. He's growing up big, boy. He's gonna be a big boy. But today is his ninth month, so I want to give a shout out to him and my son and his wife Nikki, and also a good friend of ours, the Skinner family. They just had their first child, Miss Harper. She was born June 30th. She weighed in at 8 pounds, 10 ounces, about 20 something inches. So I think she's a keeper. And I think we can put her on the wall, so to speak. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm a big family guy. So the next one is another. For those of y'all don't know, some of y'all in here may know me personally, but I was a police officer for about 20 years or so, and so I have a deep feel for the police around here. And the other day, in a couple counties up from us, in Darlington County, a deputy was involved in an incident where the suspect knocked him to the ground and jumped into his patrol car and ran him over. The other deputies, one of them went and got a bloodhound. They have a pretty good bloodhound team. But what makes this special is the bloodhound. His name is Bandit, and he is only 9 months old, 9 or 10 months old, and he tracked this guy to a gun shop where this guy broke into one of the outbuildings and was able to make a phone call, and somebody came and picked him up before the dog got there. But the next day, they were able to ping his phone and they made the arrest. And what was really cool was the deputy that got ran over was the one that went and put the handcuffs on him. So the deputy is fine, even though he got ran over. He's the one that made the arrest. He's the one that put the cuffs on him. So big shout out to Darlington County Sheriff's Department, Florence County Sheriff's Department. I think the U.S. Marshals was involved with this as well. So big shout out to them. The next thing is a little sad, but if y'all can Google this if you like. An Air Force pilot here in Sumter, where I live, Shaw Air Force Base, was killed about last week. And I don't have all the details because it is still under investigation, and I don't know everything about it. But from what I have heard was the pilot, they were doing night flights, and the pilot was either experienced electrical problems or he was having landing gear problems, and he ended up putting the jet onto the tarmac of the Air Force Base, where it crashed and flipped, and he was killed. I heard someone say the other day, well, why didn't he eject? Well, the reason he didn't eject, I mean, I can only assume that what he was thinking was that where was that plane going to go? I mean, it could have crashed into a neighborhood and killed a lot of people. So, as far as I'm concerned, this pilot, this Air Force pilot, is a hero in my book. And I would, y'all could give his family a little thought in your prayers later on tonight. Be sure, be greatly appreciated. Also got another news, kind of personal. Today is my 5-month anniversary on YouTube. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've been here for 5 months now. I've got about 138 subs. I've got, let's see, I'm about 100 and I think about 136 views from having 4,000. And so I'm real stoked about that. I'm working hard to try to get out more content, get better views and whatnot. So I'm really stoked. So what I do here on my live stream is I just kind of want to give out some news if I think it's newsworthy. And then I'm going to highlight a small outdoor company or any really company I can find that I think is worthy of, small family-owned businesses. And I'm also going to try to just highlight a YouTuber. I don't care how many, I really don't care how many subs he has or anything. That does not matter. If it's a YouTube channel that I like and that I think it can benefit everybody, that's what. Hey, David, how you doing, buddy? That's who I highlight. And so today, before we do this giveaway, I'm gonna highlight again Flatwood Lanyards, David Henson. He is the one that made the duck call lanyards and the duck strap. And I always want to highlight his company. Now you can find David's company, Flatwood Lanyards, on Facebook, and he has, from what I understand, they're supposed to be coming out with a website. And David, if you're in here, I know you're in here, but if you just go ahead, David, and post up your Facebook page in the chat, and the website, I believe, I don't know if it's gone active yet or not. I mean, you may still be working on it, but if you can give a name to it so people can kind of look forward to it. And if I got that information wrong, buddy, I'm sorry, but that's what I understood. So anyway, so check out David Henson and Flatwood Lanyards. He can make anything, guys. He not just duck call lanyards or duck straps, but he make turkey totes, varmint totes, turkey totes, shotgun slings, rifle slings. If it can be made out of paracord, David can make it, and I guarantee you it's going to be good, and it's going to be sturdy and good quality. Also, who I'm highlighting as far as a YouTuber, and I'm wanting to get this out of the way as quick as I can, is a really good friend of mine. I pretty much met him over the social media. We've become, I guess you would say, social media friends. He has a really good channel. Y'all know him. He's in here tonight. That's Tom Keltich and Everything Outdoors. If you have not gone and looked at his, which I'm quite sure everybody here has, but if you have not gone and looked at his YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you do. I like he does a great job. He's got a weird accent though. I think he's from like Minnesota or one of those states up there, Michigan or somewhere. I don't know. One of them states. He's got a weird accent as far as me being a Southerner. So, but he's a pretty cool fella, man. And we talk all the time on Facebook and whatnot. But I think he just came out with hey now. And go ahead and I think he just came out with a new video tonight. I just kind of saw it as I was popping in. But y'all go ahead and take a look at him if you haven't already. Just go ahead and take a look at his channel. All right, so I guess everybody in here is really wanting to see about this this giveaway, huh? Michigan Fishing Trucker, how you doing? I listen. I always tell people if I don't like you, I don't pick on you. And I like Tom. So, but y'all got to. I mean, you got to admit, some of y'all got some accents. I mean, y'all have to slow down for us boys down here, not understanding what you're saying. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do this giveaway right now and get it over with. I don't have a clear bucket. I'm gonna be using a 1960s, 1970s era ice bucket. That's all I could find because it's got ducks on it. So, you know, daddy ducks. So anyway, somebody give me a drum roll or something. All right. Whoa. All right. The winner. If y'all can read my writing, Georgia Trapping and Fishing. He is the winner. Georgia Trapping and Fishing. If somebody can get him in here, knows you can get a hold of him, get him in here. But he is the winner. Of the Make Ducks Migrate Again hat and the call lanyard and the duck strap. He is the winner. All right. Does anybody know how to get a hold of Georgia Trapping and Fishing? Am I in a lag or something? Is it lagging? Hey Casey, how you doing, buddy? He's got way more hangers than you could use anyway. Yeah, it does. It has 4 on each side, Casey. I don't know if you saw that last time. Hey, Duckmaster, how you doing? I don't know if you saw it the other time. It's got 4 on each side, so it's strong enough that you could put 6 on each ring. So if you got a whole bunch of guys you're hunting with, y'all fill this up. That's a good tote out. So yeah, if anybody can get a hold of Georgia Trapping and Fishing, P&W Feathers and for this page is not up, but it's taking orders at a time, but under considered belongs to Scott McGon. Awesome guy. Okay. Guys, David Henson just posted up the web page that they're doing. Duckmaster, doing good, man. We just did the giveaway. That's for them outlaws. Just cut one of the hangers off. Georgia Trapping and Fishing won the giveaway. So I'd like to get him in here, and I can possibly get this mailed out to him. No, I'm slow doing what you want. Are you building tonight? Are you building while you're watching? Okay. Y'all give me a minute. I'm going to go ahead and post on that particular. You can drag a deer with it. You doggone right, you can drag a deer with it. Let's see here. A little bit. Add a public comment. All right, I just posted that Duckmaster Outdoors, did you find out the mod issue? Yes. I had to go on YouTube and click it from there. So, Flatwood Lanyards on Facebook. So, yes, we did find it, Duckmaster. I believe CP is handling that for me tonight. But I went ahead and posted it on that video that Georgia Trapping and Fishing is the winner. And all he has to do now is send me an email at daddyduck365@gmail. We're going to pin that. You're lurking in the chat waiting for a troll. In other words, CP, you are trolling, right? You're working on a gunsling. Okay, David. You know, when I started this live stuff, I never even thought of trolls coming in here. You know that? It never even occurred to me. I guess I just think that I'm not that trolling for trolls. I guess I'm just not that, don't think that highly that people would want to come troll me. A bearded fat redneck. Let's see here if I can mods can't make mods. The big hey
y'all, Greg Wall, George.
Hey, give me a second. Hang on a second. I got a phone call. Hello. Yeah, I'm a little busy right now. Can I call you back? Okay, bye. That's right, David. Any guys, you're upset that you didn't win, get old David. He'll get you one. They're hoping to get that biscuit recipe. You liked that one, didn't you? I tell you what, if anything, we may not shoot ducks every day, but I guarantee you we are going to eat our way out of that hole. That is that simple. I'm going to have food, and I'm going to be cooking. That is a fact, fellas. Oh, goodness. Have I missed anybody coming in? Yes, steaks and sausage. Yeah. I don't know if y'all, if anyone has seen that video I did on is the migration changing, but early that morning we had a meeting, and it was a bunch of duck hunters. We all got together. So um, a few people they got it. They got to eat my biscuits and sausage. But then we went up in the swamp where I did that video, and Casey and Casey, who was that other fellow? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Um, they started cooking ribeyes and sausage on the bank while I'm sitting over there trying to do a video. Cody, that's right. Well, I'm sitting there trying to do a video, and all I could do was smell, and they're over there eating and trying to make me laugh. Um, that was some of the best. I don't know what is it about cooking out in the swamp. Um, when the food smells better and tastes better. That's a fact. It always tastes better when you're out in the woods. After 5, yeah, headed south this December. Yes, sir. Come on. Come on. I'll show you some country you hadn't seen before. That's for a fact. Y'all get down here. We may not kill any ducks, but we're going to eat. We're going to eat. What are you going to eat? Sausage biscuits or biscuits and deer gravy, or get a couple people, we can cook steaks. Yeah, y'all help each other out, Duck Master. That's right. Y'all let's help each other out if we can. Tom, are you still here? Are you lurking, or what? What are you doing? Addresses. I'm not sure I understand, David. Yes, sir. I am planning on that. I do want to head up there. I have never hunted that part of the country, and I would love. Um, you can check out minus 40. Yeah, I really would. I would love to check that out. Seriously. I mean, I really do want to hunt up there. I've never hunted up there. I want to. I've been to Canada. I've hunted in Alberta and places like that, but I never hunted up in Michigan, and I really want to go and hunt up there. And if you get down here this December, get with me, because we're going to go for a hunt. That's for sure. You'll see the kind of rig I got. I'll drag it up there if I have to. I got no problem. Great. Are you hungry again? David, I know the feeling. I smoked 2 pork loins for the 4th of July. It was just me and my wife, but I went ahead and just smoked 2 pork loins, and just so we could have it left for leftovers. And that's what I did tonight. I just heated those up. Minnesota. I'm sorry, man. My geography is not that well. And Duck Masters in Illinois. But we did the smoked pork loin, and I sat there and heated that up tonight for supper. No, you actually got a pretty good state there to hunt, Duck Master. I'm telling you, you boys in the Midwest, y'all have some issues, but it's not pretty much not what you think it is. I mean, y'all got some fantastic duck hunting up there. I'm lagging a little. Okay. Um, $30 a season. Is that you killed 30 ducks in a season, or is only a 30-day season? All right. Well, maybe one of y'all can help me since I'm lagging a little bit. I got the YouTube studio up doing live stream and StreamYard. Should I cut the one of them off? Is that, you think that? Duckmaster, that's not nothing to get upset about. Cut YouTube. Okay. That's nothing to get upset about, buddy. How about now? I would not get upset about 30 ducks a season at all. It may not be what you're wanting, but show me state here, great state of Missouri. Missouri's got some really good duck hunting. That's a fact. But y'all, you got the big cornfields up there that are flooded. One guy in particular. Yeah, Casey, we had a bad year last year. No, I'm not kidding. I've been duck hunting for 47 years. Coming up will be 48. And I can tell you now that was the worst season I've ever had. The very worst season. It was crazy. It was we didn't have enough water in the beginning. Then we had too much water, and we never got any cold weather. Any ducks that we had were short stopped by corn ponds and flooded corn north of us. It was terrible. Worst season yet. Yeah, when you can bust some ice out and make yourself an ice hole, that's when you can get some ducks in. I may not have had to do that, but I do know the technique. I do know that if I come up there and drag my boat, there's going to be an axe in there. Timber is where I go. Yeah. Oh, David, you and me both, brother. I love the timber. I wish we had real flooded timber, like they do in Arkansas and the Biomeda. But ours is, when we say flooded timber here, it's basically swamps. It's not, and anything that gets flooded is natural. It's nothing man-made, unless it's on private land. Use 10 decoys, no calling, driving circles. Ask Casey. I know some guys that'll actually sit there and get in the middle of the lake and put out crappie poles and shoot them. The ducks ain't scared of fishermen. Yeah, I got to figure that out up there. I want to go up there and hunt. I don't want to get up there when it's 40 below, that's for sure, but I do want to get up there and hunt. But after 5, I have a question. Now I know that there's some places where you live at in that area where you have to actually go into Canada in order to get back into hunt in the stateside. How do you get your guns across? You have to go through customs and do all that stuff. Duckmaster says there's some days we maybe see 1 or 2 ducks a day. Hey, it's happened to me plenty of times. That's when you get up and you start scouting, buddy. That's the ticket. You got to get out there and scout ducks. You got to find out where they're at. You got to find out food sources and where they're at. After 5, some reason big spreads scare them here. You know it. It does too. At times it does down here where we're at. All depends on what time of year it is. $20 permit. Okay. I think last time I was went to Canada, it was a $10 permit that I had to purchase. But I've used 7 decoys before hunting out here. Now, unless I'm hunting really open water and I've been seeing flight birds, then I'll get the real big spread. Northwest angle, yep. Yeah, those are your traveling ducks. Those are your migrators. And that's hard to get them down too. David, I have done the same thing many a time. I have gone into timber and in the woods and the swamps and done nothing but use a 4 or 5 decoy jerk string, and that was all I had. And I just pulled on it. I quit the calling, I quit everything, and just used the jerk string. Put everything up. No mojos, no flicker flockers, no butts, just 4 or 5 decoys on a jerk string. Oh. Am I still lagging, y'all? What's my most common bird in the bag? Summer duck, wood duck. That is the most common. Not to say you can't kill the others, but that is, if you're asking what's the most common, that's going to be it. Duckmaster, is that because you only target mallards, or that's the only thing y'all shoot, or that's the only thing y'all see? Old ringneck and coots. Casey, Casey, I don't think I even saw a coot last year. Duckmaster, you take care of yourself, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, that's what I want to go after. Hey, not a problem, buddy. Every night, every Monday at 8 o'clock, I'm gonna be here for at least an hour. After 5, that's what I want. I want bluebills and redheads. I have shot those ducks, but that's when I think of your area. That's what I think of. I think of shooting redheads and bluebills. The coots are finally they were at Stump Hole. Finally found them last week. They were at Stump Hole. Yeah, we get buffalo heads down here too. After 5, I got one on the wall in the living room. Real beautiful mount, and shot him several years ago. I had 5 come in the decoys. I killed. Actually made a Scotch double on 2 of them, and then shot the other 2. Shot 2 more. I ended up with 4 ducks out of that flock. 1 flew off. Bunch of coots. Are you saying that you got a bunch of coots in Missouri, or there's a bunch of coots inside this chat room? I've never shot a goldeneye, and that would be a prize for me. Never shot a sea duck. I have a problem going out in the ocean. There's things in there that'll eat you. I have shot big bluebills and little bluebills. We used to get big bluebills here in South Carolina till we lost all our grass, and then yeah, we get them here occasionally, Casey. I know. I think you're about the 3rd person I've heard of that's ever killed them down here. I think they get lost. Hey, Grant, how you doing, buddy? Grant, we're just in here talking ducks and what we've killed. I already did the drawing, and just so you'll know, Georgia Trapping and Fishing won. He is the winner. I'm waiting for him to give me a holler by email. Georgia Trapping and Fishing. So if anybody knows how to get in touch with him, get a hold of him. Tell him to get on in here. Just got in from watering the garden. How's your garden doing? I heard a golden eye one time as it came by me at Mach 12, but I didn't even pull the gun up. I figured there was no sense. Worm castings help it a lot. Yeah, we got a few. I mean, literally, if you, like I said, you're about the 3rd person that I know that's killed them down here. Yeah, I got on a good canvasback hunt in Virginia one time. It was unbelievable. Um, we we tore them up. Oh my gosh! And it was back in the days when you could shoot two canvasbacks. And man, that was a great hunt. We used to shoot a lot of divers, canvasbacks, bluebills, ringnecks, redheads on our lake. But when we had hydrilla in the lake, but once they got rid of hydrilla, all of our divers left. You shoot a lot of gadwall. It was all when we had grass. They killed our grass, so yeah, I got a drake on the wall in my living room. Speaking of which, there's a little messed up on that side. I got to repaint. That's why I've got her in here. Got him in here. This is a cork canvasback I made years ago, and as you can tell, it's been used a little bit. And I got to repaint it. That's why I got it in the room here. But that's my canvasback that I did. Cork body, wooden head. Made this probably 20 years ago. Yeah, I got a few mallards and some black ducks in the shed that I've done. And then I've got some that are store bought, that you buy from other people that have made them. But those are the ones that I've made myself. I think I got 6 or 7 black ducks. I'm not the artist of the painting world, that's for sure, but it gets the job done. Am I still lagging? Geese down. Uh, we have an early goose season in September. From September 1, usually from September 1 to September 30th. And then where I hunt at and where I hunt a lot at are the goose season is closed for the regular duck season. And there are some places in the state where you can go goose hunting, but I'm not a goose hunter. I mean, I know how. I got a goose call. I know how to run it. I got a handful of goose decoys, but I usually use my goose decoys as confidence. Yeah, Grant. We used to shoot a lot of black ducks here when usually it was late January when they got here. And well, way back in the day, and we used to shoot them. I've seen flocks down here of anywhere from 15 to 20 in a flock, nothing but black ducks. But like everything else, Atlantic Flyway is going downhill fast if it hasn't already completely gone downhill. Yes, I'm lagging, or yes, you're here. Not lagging on your end. Okay. I was earlier, so I wanted to make sure. I tell you, you get my favorite goose to hunt is I'm about 3 comments behind. um, my favorite goose to hunt is when I go out west to Arkansas or Louisiana, and that's to hunt speckle bellies. I love those geese. I love to eat them, and I love to hunt them. Well, David, I'm always behind something. I will say this, Grant. The best now you come down here to eat the Canada geese, they're nasty. All they do is eat grass. Take care, Casey. See you again next Monday. But when I went to Alberta and they've been feeding on that barley, oh, that was some good eating, brother. That was some good eating. I brought those geese home and I put them in a smoker. Ooh, your tongue would slap your brains out. It was so good. I'll be here, Casey. 8 o'clock. They must fly over you because they come right down that Central Mississippi Flyway. Hunting specks is like hunting mallard. They decoy just like mallards. I mean, and there's just such a great duck, great goose to hunt. And you get them that've been feeding in rice for a while. Oof. So before everybody runs away, um, y'all shoot me some emails, daddyduck365 at Gmail. And if y'all have questions or things y'all want to talk about, and then we'll do it next week. We'll talk about whatever y'all send me an email on. You'll admit I'm not a good. I'll teach you. They're a little west of y'all. Okay. Minnesota, eh? That's the only Minnesota language I know. After 5, you come down here, you need to learn how to say y'all. And you'll get in, you'll fit in. Geo Bushcraft, how you doing, buddy? Just Geo, just so you'll know, I did the drawing. Georgia Trapping won. Georgia Trapping and Fishing. If anybody knows how to get in touch with him, try to get him in here. You betcha. I've watched somebody on YouTube. It's kind of a comedian. I think he's from up your way, After 5. That guy's crazy. But we're in here just talking ducks. My favorite. You married a Southern gal and drug her up here. Well, hopefully she can cook. Did she make you hot water or cold water cornbread? Yeah, I know where Over Yonder is. I'm headed that way in a little bit. No, I didn't. I would have loved to, man. That is a duck that has been eluding me forever. I see him from now on up through the early teal season. I'll see them, and then when regular duck season comes in, they are gone. And every now and then you'll see one, but that is one of my trophies. Aaron Weeby. Geo, you can get Over Yonder from here. Trust me. I go there every week. Y'all got to forgive me. I started wearing contacts here about a week ago, and I'm not quite used to them. And they started irritating my eyes. Now my eyes are watering. She don't cook very good. What? A Southern gal that can't cook? That's almost like a prerequisite. I know, man. We got less than 70 days now for early teal season. I got everything ready, dude. Everything. I'm ready. Gun and bags loaded up. Decoys are ready to snatch. It's my passion, man. I'm telling you. I don't mind hunting other things. Our teal season, well, teal are here today, gone tomorrow. But hey, Tom, welcome back. Tom, we still talking ducks. I've had some good days teal hunting where we limit it out, and then other days we don't even see them. And that's why you're right. That's why I keep going. Yes, they are doing a headstand. I got people hung up behind me right now. That's my you know how the military has a bug out bag? I got a wader bug out. So when somebody calls and says they got ducks, all I gotta do is just snatch the waders and go. This used to be my son's room. And when he moved out, got old enough and moved out, I converted it into a office, and I had repainted it, and put everything that you see behind me, and of course, there's other things in front of me as well. But I was doing a little video on my cell phone, and somebody saw the waders hanging, and they thought I actually had two people hung up on the wall. Yes, David, I see the pictures that Kathy does on her Facebook, and yes, I do believe she can cook, and my girl can cook too. My wife is a great cook. You can see by my belly, she's a great cook. So Grant, where are you at again? I forget. That might be one of my problems right there. Hang on, I gotta fix something. Hey Grant, where are you from? I missed it. Let's see, Tom. You ever go to North Dakota hunting? No. I have never. I've been to North Dakota, but I haven't been up there duck hunting, and I would love to go up there as well. I got a lot of friends that live around here that they go up there every year, and they love it. They absolutely love it. Southern Illinois. Okay. Do you ever get over to Kentucky Lake in that area to hunt? That's I think that's in Tennessee or Tennessee, Kentucky area. We got a friend of ours that lives in Tennessee, and we get in there, and we were hunting a swamp of his, and we ended up on Kentucky Lake a couple days later to hunt. So from Missouri. Yeah, I love hunting that flyway. The Missouri and Arkansas and Louisiana, Oklahoma, Texas. That's some of the best hunts I've ever had were out there. Yeah, I know, Tom. I'm not saying I won't go and shoot them or go hunt them. We just don't have enough for me to get excited about here. Oh, trust me, David. I'm coming to Missouri. May not be this year. I got some things I'm working on um, for around here, and but that's one of the things I want to get over there and hunt and hunt. I've only hunted there once before, and I was a kid when I did it, and we had a blast. Yeah, they have different. Yeah, after five, they got some different. Uh, Depends on what area you're in. Um, Eastern hunt zone, Western hunt zone, Northern hunt zones. Kind of like Kansas down in the Cheyenne Bottoms. One day you can hunt, and the next day you can't because the season's closed. Anybody on here? Well, actually, let me guess. You hunt? Do you go into Canada hunt? Saskatchewan? I want to get back to Alberta. That's where I want to get. Where the ducks are dumb. We were shooting ducks. There was no plumage. Everything looked the same. Well, Grant, a lot of that has to do with flooded cornfields. Uh, I actually think they're stopping the migration. I know it, man. Wouldn't that be cool? Get everybody up, get everybody together on here, and go into Canada for one hunt. Trey Muse Outdoors, how you doing, buddy? Only need to travel 13 miles. Man, I'm doing good, Trey. Just sitting here talking ducks. Had a little giveaway earlier. Um, Georgia trapping and fishing won. I just can't get a hold of him. So if you know how to, tell him to get a hold of me for the giveaway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to keep the border closed this year. But if I lived that close, I'd be in Canada every year, right? No doubt. I heard some law they passed in Canada where you can't have a shotgun that has a screw-in choke because that's considered a military style weapon with a screw-in choke. Yeah, after 5, sounds like you need to do an insertion, a midnight insertion. Just get in there. Yeah, I heard it on I can't remember where I heard it from, but I heard, how United Rumor Mill is, but Canada has outlawed screw-in chokes. Tom, politicians, buddy, they are crazy. Yep, it is nuts. So who all is going to be hitting the teal up in September? I can't wait. Personally, I can't wait. Some of my favorite birds to hunt, the teal. Love to shoot them things. Oh goodness. Y'all have the early wood duck season in Kentucky? I know they have one in Tennessee. Um, I was really hoping any mergansers that. Yeah, there's a handful. We don't shoot them though. We consider it a trash duck. We just don't shoot them. I do want to get a hooded for to get mounted. I just think they're a pretty duck, but we usually let them fly by. Trying to see if I can get a hold of Georgia Trapping and Fishing, but I can't seem to get a hold of him. Let him know that he won. Oh, You dove hunting shorts. I do. I dove hunting shorts. I teal hunting shorts. I wish we would get a summer duck season or a wood duck season along with our teal. I think it would put more hunters in the field, but they won't do it. Because I'd like to see a 6 duck limit for the teal season. I'd like to see a 6 duck limit, 2 of which can be wood ducks. At least somebody can have something, you can shoot something. We have some pretty good dove shoots here, Tom. Act 5, thanks so much for coming in, buddy. And you take care of yourself, and we'll be here next Monday at 8 o'clock. Yeah, we have a few game wardens to do. I mean, because we can't shoot them here during teal season, and people don't know the difference. And we can't even our teal season, the way it's set up, is we have to wait till legal sunrise. Generally, you have 30 minutes prior to sunrise but for teal season, it is legal sunrise because too many people have messed up because they don't know what they're shooting at. He doesn't have Instagram. Thanks for looking, Trey. I pinned a comment on the video I did, and then I went to one of his videos and just jumped up and said, "Hey, you won. Get in touch with me." Know your target and beyond. There's a lot of truth in those words, Tom. All righty. Well, goodness. Like I said, if y'all have any questions or things you want to discuss next Monday, shoot me an email, daddyduck365@gmail. And oh shoot. And that's what we'll discuss next week. Anything about duck hunting. We can talk about conservation, seasons, shot, choke tubes, calls. It doesn't matter. Dogs, boats. Doesn't matter. So, how many of y'all here boat? What gun do you shoot? Grant, I shoot several guns. I have my favorite is I have a Belgium Browning 16 gauge. I shoot bismuth out of it. I love that gun. I've had it for years. I got a little 20 gauge Remington 1100 that I'll shoot for early teal and summer ducks. And then I've got a Browning silver that I shoot later in the year for bigger ducks. And I do have a Benelli, one of the original, one of the first Black Eagles that came out. And I've got another Remington 1100 16 gauge that I shoot sometimes. But my favorite gun is that little Belgian Browning. It's got a fixed full choke on it, and number 5 bismuth. Whew, death. So how many of y'all boat in when you're duck hunting, or do y'all walk in? Grant, if you want to look at that gun that I was just mentioning, I did a video called "Oops, I Dropped My Gun in the Mud" video where I actually had to take it apart in the field and get it cleaned out. Yeah, I quit. I'll boat in, but I may have to walk. You know, we may have to walk 100, 150 yards after we get there, dragging our stuff in, depending on the water levels. But generally, we boat in, and then hide the boat and hunt by the trees. Yeah, it was that day was crazy. I was we're a group of guys, and we were trying to shoot some summer ducks, and I was watching some ducks flying, and I turned, and I had my gun uh, balanced in a tree, and I must have hit it with my shoulder and knocked her off into the mud, into the water. Had about 4.5 inches of mud shoved in the barrel. I had to take her apart right there, and I said, "Well, I'll do a video on it." How you like that beaver tail? I run a Go Devil, 35 surface drive Go Devil boat. How do you like your beaver tail? Yeah, we have a few. That's the long tail, isn't it? The beaver tail. That's a long tail motor. We got a few walk-in places on WMA land, but it usually gets packed in so fast, and it's usually open on Saturdays. That's the only days. So a lot of times I can't hunt on Saturdays because I'm at work. So I hunt during the week. I prefer to hunt during the week. Oh, beaver tail blind. Okay. All right. So how you like the beaver tail blind? I'm running an Avery pop-up blind on my boat, and then I got a camouflage net around it, and then I grass it in with blind grass material. And then when I get to where I'm hunting, I always chopping trees, limbs, and other stuff, digging it in there. Now that's the one that folds over to the side, and then you kind of pull it over like an awning kind of thing. You usually put it on the starboard side and drag it across to the port side. Yeah, that's what I got. I got the Avery Quickset blind. Yep. I know a few boats around here that's got them, and they like them. I think they're clamped on too, so it's easy to take on and off. My blind is so old that I'm scared to even lean on it sometimes. It'll just cave on in. Well, let's see here. Kind of give you all an update on, excuse me, on some videos. I got some more call-in videos that are coming up Wednesday. One call-in video is coming up Wednesday, and then the Wednesday after it. And I am working now on a series of videos, moist soil, in the conservation world, more trying to do more soil stuff. Doing some research. I'm in the research phase for that, and trying to get a few people lined up to do some interviews and maybe go out to their places and take video of their places and that kind of thing. That's what I got going on. And then just waiting on teal season so I can start doing hunt videos. Hopefully do hunt videos if we got any birds. But whatever we do, every time we go out, we're going to do a video on it. Whether we kill them or not, we're going to do videos. More than likely, it's going to be cooking videos, me cooking biscuits. Well, Grant, looks like we only got 2 people here. So I guess I'm going to call it a night. You ain't the only one. I did a video on that too, cooking biscuits. Check it out. But I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Get on out of here. I got to get up early in the morning, go to work, and I still got a few things to do before I do that. So, listen, y'all have a great night, and thanks for joining me. And remember, every Monday night at 8:00, we're gonna be doing basically what we're doing now, just talking ducks or talking anything. It doesn't matter, and we'll get that over with. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment to my channel. I'd appreciate it. And like I said, if y'all got any questions or anything, topics you want to talk about, shoot me an email at daddyduck365@gmail. And with that said, I'm out. Y'all have a great night, and we'll talk to you later. And CP, if you're still here, thank you so much, sir.